Hey guys, what's up? This is 8-Bit Eric, and today I'm going to review Game Sack on Blu-ray Volume 1. Now, Game Sack is perhaps one of my most favorite YouTube channels on YouTube. YouTube channels on YouTube. Of course it's on YouTube, but they do all sorts of creative episodes, from SNK-based episodes, system console reviews, reviews on developers, like a whole freaking episode dedicated to Sunsoft. And now they finally have the first 20 episodes of their YouTube show on one convenient disc, and it is very high quality made. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the package. So on the front you have a pretty nicely drawn, look at that, nicely drawn graphic on there of Joe and Dave from Game Sack and some computer babe, a little bit of weird science thing going on. And then you have Jen on the back, and you have a whole bunch of stuff, and it lists a lot of the features on here. So it says, see how it began. Joe and Dave have been friends since the 80s, and they've always shared a love of video gaming, but Joe prefers Sega and Dave prefers Nintendo. Will they be able to keep their fanboy tendencies at bay as they look at various retro games and paraphernalia? They are from Colorado. No, I'm just kidding. Can they find common ground? Check out in the first episodes in HD and find out. So this thing is 20 full episodes, and I gotta admit, it's very well done. What I like most about this Blu-ray is the attention to detail on each episode's menu. You get a kick-ass chiptune, 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, whatever the game is. You get some kind of kick-ass music that goes along with a pretty fucking neat illustration. That's the thing that I liked the most about the Blu-ray, is the illustrations that are present, not only on the cover, but also menus for each episode. Also, each episode has not only, you know, the episode as you've seen in YouTube in glorious HD, but it also has a pretty unique commentary track where these guys go into detail about, you know, the backstory of certain games that they're reviewing, or just the making of the episodes.
And I pulled out a quarter and an arcade PCB.
If anybody got that.
Yeah, a gentleman by the name of Robert Ivy lent us his arcade boards, these two arcade boards for this episode, and shipped them from Texas.
Yeah. The ass of the United States.
Texas ass. He likes Texas, though.
So that is always nice, and Joe and Dave have a good particular insight to a lot of these games. They're very informative, which makes them one of my favorite channels on YouTube. Alongside with the first 20 episodes is a pretty interesting documentary that also is pretty professionally, you know, shot, and it gives a good insight to Game Sack that I was not aware of. Their humble beginnings from when they used to just record skits on their own at high school and stuff, and then shows a little bit of a, you know, backstory of the first 20 episodes that are in the Blu-ray, and it's a very neat little insight to see exactly, you know, how they've come as a YouTube channel. And speaking of stuff that they had in high school, in the bonus features, there's actually a good chunk of skits that they've made. And it reminds me a lot of when I was growing up as well, and it's always unique to see people's beginnings. Like, you know, it's neat that they've had this video footage that's over like 20 years old, still accessible, and, you know, they put themselves out there as far as their personal lives, and it's a unique perspective on Joe and Dave. And really, it was probably my favorite part of the DVD. I was just laughing at how young and funny looking they would look, like in like the 90s and stuff. There's one skit where Joe is playing a movie theater usher or a concessionist, and then Dave's coming up as the customer, and it's just the look on Joe's face just totally like made me laugh, and every day I freaking watch it. It was funny. There's also an exclusive episode available on the Blu-ray, which I thought it was pretty neat. And the other really cool thing is their Choose Your Own Destiny that they did. And there's all sorts of silly shit. You start off with Dave, and you have some options where Joe comes and rings on the doorbell, and you could ignore it, and then you could go take a piss and all that stuff. And it was just really You know, I'd never seen stuff like this on Blu-ray before. Personally, as a fan of their channel, you can't go wrong buying this on Blu-ray. If you're a Game Sack fan, you know, it's a must-have. If you don't know anything about Game Sack, it's actually a pretty good way to gain some insight about what they're really about. This has a lot of stuff that doesn't showcase, you know, Joe and Dave on their channel. It provides a different view, like I said, about them, and it actually made me gain even more respect for them as content creators. So Game Sack on Blu-ray, a very well done Blu-ray, and you know, put it alongside your other DVDs and Blu-rays from, you know, other YouTube channels. It stands right up there, and it's definitely worth a look, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and peace out.